What if I told you that your dreams of success were planted by people who never wanted you to succeed? That every motivational poster, every gold star in school, every bedtime story of the hard-working hero was part of a well-meaning but deeply flawed illusion, one that quietly poisoned your beliefs while pretending to nourish them? Imagine this. You're a child standing in a spotless kitchen. On the counter sits a cookie jar labeled success. Everyone around you smiles and urges you to reach for it. Your parents, teachers, TV shows, books, they all say the same thing. Work hard, be good, stay in school, and you'll get your cookie. So you reach. But when you finally grow tall enough to open the lid, you find it empty. The cookies were never there. And here's the twist. They were never meant for you. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is cultural programming. You were handed a manual for success, written by people who didn't understand the game or were already losing it. The result? You're following blueprints that lead to nowhere. This video is your wake-up call. We're going to expose the 9 biggest lies about success you were fed since childhood. Not to make you bitter, but to make you dangerous. Because once you see the truth, no one can control you with fairy tales ever again. Let's begin. Lie number 1. Hard work always pays off. This is the oldest, most charming lie in the book. From age 5, you were taught that the harder you work, the more you'll succeed. Stories of coal miners who became CEOs, athletes who trained till their muscles bled. The sweat will set you free gospel. But here's the harsh truth. Hard work is not the same as smart leverage. You can dig a hole with a spoon for 10 hours and get nowhere. Meanwhile, someone else rents a bulldozer and finishes the job in 10 minutes. Who gets rewarded? Not the one sweating hardest, but the one playing the right game. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards results. This lie survives because it flatters our sense of fairness. It gives us control. If I just work harder, I'll win. But in the real world, the janitor may work twice as hard as the CEO and still go home broke. Dark truth. Hard work is a prerequisite, not a strategy. Without direction, it's just glorified exhaustion. Lie number 2. Good things come to those who wait. Patience is a virtue, they said. Sit still, be quiet, wait your turn. Don't be greedy. Don't speak too soon. Don't jump the line. This lie is polite. It teaches obedience, not ambition. But in reality, the world rewards the bold, not the patient. Opportunities don't knock, they whisper. And if you wait too long, someone else answers. Think about how many times you were told to wait your turn. That mindset creates generations of people standing in invisible lines, hoping someone ahead of them gives up. Success doesn't queue, it's claimed. Being too polite to grab it doesn't make you noble. It makes you invisible. Psychological twist. Waiting is addictive. It gives us the illusion of hope without responsibility. We wait because it lets us fantasize without risking rejection. But that's not patience. It's paralysis dressed up as virtue. Lie number 3. If you follow the rules, you'll be rewarded. This one cuts deep. It's the lie that shapes entire school systems. Color inside the lines. Raise your hand. Do your homework. Respect authority. Sure, it keeps the system running, but it doesn't create winners. It creates followers. Every great innovator you admire, Jobs, Musk, Oprah, Branson, broke the rules at some point. They didn't win by following the script. They won by rewriting it. Rules are designed to protect the system, not to elevate individuals. This lie sticks because it teaches safety. It tells you that life is a moral game and rewards come to those who behave. But life isn't moral. It's strategic. And most of the rules you learned were designed to make you manageable, not successful. Dark philosophy. If you're always obedient, your ceiling is defined by someone else's permission. You've made it past the sweet poison. Now it gets uncomfortable. Because the next 3 lies are seductive. They're not loud like fairy tales. They're soft, whispered into your subconscious. They sound empowering, even inspiring, until they sabotage your future. Let's rip them out one by one. Lie number 4, follow your passion and success will follow you. It sounds beautiful, right? Passion, purpose, the fire in your soul that guides your every step. The romantic idea that if you just do what you love, the money, influence, and fulfillment will find you. But here's the raw truth. Passion doesn't guarantee success. It often distracts from it. In fact, chasing your passion too early or too blindly can leave you broke, bitter, and wondering what went wrong. Passion is an emotion. Strategy is a system. Emotion wavers. Systems scale. Ask yourself this. Do you love what you're good at, or are you only passionate because you've been told to be? Most people don't even know what they're passionate about. And even if they do, they often lack the skills, timing, or resources to make it work. Yet they jump, hoping that love alone will keep them afloat. But success doesn't follow passion. It follows value. If your passion aligns with what the world needs, perfect. You're lucky. But if not, you better adapt or risk becoming a starving artist in a world that doesn't care how much your soul burns. The psychologically brutal truth. Passion is often a byproduct of mastery, not the starting point. People love what they get good at, not always the other way around. Lie number 5. Talent is everything. This one sounds like truth, especially when you're young. The gifted kid myth. The praise for being naturally smart, naturally talented, naturally good. The idea that success is coded into your DNA. But talent is just potential. Discipline beats talent every single day. The problem with believing in talent is that it creates a fixed mindset. It teaches people to protect their identity instead of challenging it. Ever notice how many gifted kids grow up to be burned out, anxious adults? It's not because they lacked potential. It's because they were never taught how to suffer, how to adapt, how to fail. Their identity was wrapped up in being smart or talented, so when life demanded grit, they crumbled. Grit greater than gift. The people who win long-term aren't the most talented. They're the ones who got obsessed with improvement. The ones who showed up when no one was clapping. The ones who refused to quit. Even nature proves this. Muscles don't grow from potential. They grow from resistance. Pressure builds power. Dark psychology insight. Believing in talent can become an excuse to avoid the grind. It's easier to say, "I'm just not built for this," than to confront the reality that skill is earned through pain. Lie number 6. Be nice, and life will be nice to you. This is one of the most dangerous lies because it sounds morally correct. Be nice. Be liked. Don't offend. Keep the peace. Smile. It's good advice for staying average. But the truth is, niceness is not a strategy. It's a social filter. Being nice often means shrinking your boundaries, dimming your voice, and avoiding necessary conflict. And while the world might smile back at you, it will also walk right over you. Nice people get overlooked. Clear people get respected. Now, don't confuse this with cruelty. This isn't about being a jerk. It's about being honest, direct, and self-respecting. The people who rise to the top are not necessarily mean, but they are assertive. They say no when they mean no. They demand value. They protect their time. They speak up. Being nice is often just a mask for fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of confrontation. Fear of being disliked. So we smile, nod, and agree, while secretly resenting the world for not recognizing us. But the world doesn't see what you hide. If you want to succeed, stop being so available. Start being aligned. Psychological reframe. Stop asking, "Am I being nice?" Start asking, "Am I being honest?" Because honesty creates clarity, and clarity creates power. Time for a mirror. Let's pause for a moment. So far, you've been told that hard work guarantees success. It doesn't. Patience brings rewards. It delays action. Obedience leads to elevation. It leads to control. Passion is enough. It's not. Talent is destiny. It's potential. Niceness is a virtue. It's often self-sabotage. Can you see the pattern? These lies weren't designed to destroy you. They were designed to control you, to make you predictable, manageable, pleasant, useful to the system. But you're not here to be useful. You're here to be free. And freedom doesn't come from being liked. It comes from being real. We're in the final stretch now. If you've made it this far, something in you already knows. The world's version of success is broken, rigged, romanticized. And if you want real power, real freedom, real truth, you have to finish the detox. Because the last 3 lies, they're the hardest to unlearn. Why? Because they don't live in your textbooks or TV shows. They live in your bloodstream, in your family values, in your identity. These lies feel noble, but they're the final shackles around your neck. Let's break them. Lie number 7. Money is the root of all evil. You've heard this one in movies, sermons, childhood parables. The greedy villain, the heartless billionaire, the cautionary tale of the rich man who lost his soul. So you internalize it. Wanting money is selfish. Having it makes you evil. Chasing it means you've sold out. But this idea is not only false, it's dangerous. Because when you hate money, you push away the very tool that gives you agency. Let's be clear. Money is not evil. Money is power, and power is neutral. What matters is what you do with it. If a kind person gets rich, they build schools. If a cruel person gets rich, they build prisons. It's not the money, it's the intent behind the hands holding it. Now here's the trick society pulls on you. They glorify poverty as virtue while hoarding wealth behind closed doors. You're told to be humble, live simply, not care about money, by people who have entire teams managing theirs. Psychological trap. If you believe money is dirty, you'll never allow yourself to truly earn it, even if you say you want it. Your subconscious will sabotage you. You'll forget to follow up. You'll wait until it feels right. You'll not charge too much, all to stay aligned with your internal identity of being good. But guess what? Poverty doesn't purify your soul, it just limits your options. Let go of the guilt. Money is not evil, it's fuel, and the right people need more of it. Lie number 8. Success means sacrificing your happiness. This lie is everywhere in hustle culture. Grind, sacrifice, suffer now, shine later. Trade your joy for achievement. Burnout is a badge of honor. You're told that to make it, you have to give up everything. Time with family, mental health, hobbies, rest, peace. And for a while, maybe that's true. There are seasons of sacrifice. But chronic sacrifice is not success. It's self-destruction in disguise. Because what's the point of building a life you hate just to prove you're winning? The real flex. Building success that doesn't kill your soul. Creating freedom, not more chains. Here's the paradox. The most successful people aren't the ones who suffer most. They're the ones who align fastest. They learn how to build around their natural rhythms. They don't wait to be happy one day. They engineer systems, lifestyles, and teams that make space for joy now. This lie persists because struggle feels noble. But the truth? If your success demands your misery, you're doing it wrong. Psychological twist. People confuse stress with significance. They think being busy makes them important. But constant suffering isn't proof of greatness. It's often proof of poor design. Design better. Lie number 9. Your time will come. Ah, the lullaby of the patient dreamer. Your time will come. Just wait. Be ready. It'll happen when it's meant to. This lie sounds peaceful, hopeful, harmless. But it's one of the most paralyzing beliefs you can adopt, because it teaches you to wait for fate, to believe that success is something that happens to you, not something you create. Truth bomb. Your time won't come unless you take it. The world is not sitting around preparing a throne for you. It doesn't care how much potential you have. Potential is silent. The world responds to pressure. And time? Time isn't a gift. It's a currency. You're spending it every second. Whether you invest it or waste it is up to you. People love this lie because it gives them comfort. It delays the risk of failure. But comfort is the enemy of greatness. Your time isn't coming. It's here, if you want it bad enough to make it real. Psychological closer. People don't fear failure. They fear responsibility. It's easier to believe in destiny than to admit, it's all on me. But once you accept that terrifying truth, you become unstoppable. So let's recap the 9 lies you were told about success. Hard work always pays off. No, only strategic effort does. Good things come to those who wait. No, they come to those who act. If you follow the rules, you'll be rewarded. No, the game favors rule breakers. Follow your passion. No, passion follows value, not the other way around. Talent is everything. No, grit and growth mindsets win over raw talent. Be nice and life will reward you. No, be honest, not just pleasant. Money is evil. No, money is power. Use it with purpose. Success requires suffering. No, true success is designed, not endured. Your time will come. No, your time is yours to claim. Now step back. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself this. Which of these lies still has a grip on you? Because your future depends on which truths you're willing to live by now. You were handed a story about success, a script, a manual. It was well-intentioned, but outdated. It kept you obedient, not awake. This video wasn't just about debunking lies. It was about handing you the pen. You get to rewrite your story now, line by line, decision by decision. Because in a world full of followers playing by broken rules, the real power isn't in knowing the truth. It's in living it. Your time won't come. It's here. Start.